Hey Virgo, and welcome to your semi-bi-weekly, because it's not exact, it's approximate, your semi-bi-weekly reading. And this is for the period of time from the full moon lunar eclipse to the new moon. So for that approximate 2-week period of time. So we're going to look at what themes are coming up for you. And we're also going to, feeling this deck, yeah. We're also going to take a look at what spiritual advice is coming through for you. So now I'm not going to go, I'm stealing that one. So I'm not going to go into the astrology really on this one, because I just put out the videos for the month of May and I went over the astrology. So I'll have that video up on the screen a little bit towards the end of this video so that these aren't long and they're just nice and short and sweet. The videos have been a little longer lately, so I'll have that there for you so you can go check it out. And the video has timestamps, so you can just skip right on over to the part where I'm talking about the astrology if that's the only part that you really want to check out. All right, Virgo, so this is a collective reading for Virgo rising or Virgo sun signs. What themes are coming up for you during this period of time, right? So we have the 4th house. Has to do with your home, and this can be very literal. This can have to do with your actual place of like where you live, and this can also have to do with family. Sometimes depending on what's in your 4th house in your natal chart can have to do with mother, but definitely can have to do with like family. 4th house is more of our internal world. It's one of our most private places in the chart. Not the most, but I would say it's one of them. Definitely a place where we want to feel like safe and secure, you know, where we want to feel like we have sanctuary and all of the themes that come up with that. So this could be physically, your home physically. This could also be around family. This could also be about just your internal space, your emotional internal space, right? So these are the themes that are coming up. I find it super appropriate for this particular phase that we're talking about because we're starting out with the full moon lunar eclipse in Scorpio on the south node, right? It's a south node eclipse. And again, I'm not going to go into all the astrology here. You can check that out in the other video, but suffice it to say, this is around themes of letting go, of releasing, and also because we're talking about the period of time from the full moon, like even if there were no lunar eclipse, we're talking about the full moon to the new moon. That's a waning part of the phases of the moon, right? And so this is where energy is like decreasing. This is also where we would normally be wrapping up projects, right? Wrapping things up. We're not like really generally not trying to like start brand new things with a lot of energy most of the time, right? We're looking at working with the energy and like finishing things up, releasing things, letting things go. So I just like, this is definitely like so much of the energy from the beginning of this period of time we're talking about, from the full moon lunar eclipse leading to the new moon, is just like, it's so much about this energy. And again, you can check that out in the May video. So the spiritual advice that we have coming through is the 6 of Wands. I find this kind of interesting because like I normally wouldn't read this card this way, except for the fact that we have the home card with this. But this is like, think about, I always have this picture in my mind of like, this is the warrior coming home to back to the citadel after, you know, being out there fighting campaigns and like winning and, you know, coming home and being recognized, you know, for like, there's a homecoming, right? But it's also like the homecoming in being recognized for the achievements, the work that they've done, right? Being seen for that, feeling victorious in this way, you know. And I feel like part of this is connected to like this feeling of homecoming, but for some of you, I felt like I wanted to point that out for some of you. But I also feel like this is about having that experience of recognition in your life for how far you've come, what has brought you to this point, like how much up-leveling you've done to get here. And even if you're not getting that recognition externally, to have that recognition with yourself, you know, to look at your achievements, to look at how far you've come, to celebrate that, to feel victorious about the things that you can. Whether your life feels like it's, you know, you got your shit together or everything's in the right place or not, that doesn't matter, right? I feel like this is the message that's really coming through here. So, you know, hopefully this feels like really helpful for you. I would say, you know, if there's anything that you've gotten from my readings, like definitely consider liking, subscribing, hitting the notification bell. It helps me. And for those of you who have done that recently, thank you so much for doing that. And yeah, if you want to book a personal reading and get really specific, I'd say book that down below. You can book that down below, and I'll have that video for the month so you can go check out the astrology. Highly recommend. Highly, highly recommend. So thank you for being here, and bye.